with proposal number 2 with this, and in proposal 1 we don't probably have anything here. You see, we only have the road. We can take out this road as well, but let's copy our sites here. Okay, let me copy this and copy this, Control C, and when I come over here I'll be putting it down by using Control V. So what we can do here is basically do the same things, but maybe a bit more different way, or we can take out this path and we can come up with new roads, or what we can do even better is to just let it fly and then see what we can do. So I just select these two this time, and then I'll trace these existing shapes. This is mainly working with like long buildings, which might be a way to approach, or like again, like this is pretty similar on what we've done, so we're not gonna do that. We might have this one to have sort of different orientations. Maybe this one would work for this proposal. Let's say okay to this, and for this one are we good with this? So now we can click escape, and for this one let's do something a bit different. Let's have something a bit like this. Or do we have any further developments here? Yeah, let's have this one. Okay, so we're gonna have this one, and let's click escape, and maybe we can take this, and instead of this one we can have 15, we can have 12, and we can have 6 for this. Okay, and we can do the same for this one. Like let's have 8 for this, or maybe 10 for this, 5 for this, and 4 for this, or 3 for this. Okay, and just make it 2 floors. Each wheel's gonna be 5 meters, and this guy is gonna be like 5 floors. It's gonna be 5 meters. And we can do the same logic for this housing units as well. Like we can start with 9, we can go with 8, we can go with 7, 6, 5, and 4. One thing I would like to show you here, I mean, I'm not going to, like, maybe we can just do the same things for this one, and this one as in the unspecified. So we can say like commercial to this, we can have residential for this, we can have culture for this. I'm not sure, like let's have a culture for this. These are going to be all housing. Sorry, yes. But one thing I would love to show you here is, for instance, let's select this building, and when we say convert to 3D sketch, and when you click on that, it's going to be creating this into 3D sketch mode, which is also one of the main things related to Autodesk Forma. And what this does is basically take out your 3D massing and allows you to play around with that massing. it's loading right now. I think the functions that we are using here requires a bit more time to load. So you see like unions, subtractions, covers, lofts, offsets, fillet, almost anything. Like, or not anything, obviously, if we compare this with Rhino, there are a bunch of things that are off or not available, but obviously this is completely understandable or acceptable when we think about the nature of Forma. It's run inside of your browser, so that makes sense. So let's wait for a bit more to see. Otherwise, I'll be just maybe I can pause this recording for now, and then when it comes back, I'll reconnect to you. Yes, it took a while, but we are now able to see our building. So when we click here, you see that there are a bunch of options. Like you can have tilt face, reverse face, offset face, extrude face, rotate, etc., etc. So let's tilt this face. Let's push it upwards a bit. Okay. And then what we can do here is to select this part and maybe push that one up. I'm not sure if that is possible, or like it's a different kind of an environment. So we tilt this face, and then what we can do is after we tilt that face, we can, I'm not sure, maybe fill it, like let's say 5 and say okay to this. And would that work? Let's see. Input is bad, so it's not filleting in a way that we want it to, but that's okay. We can do a bunch of other stuff as well. So if I go over here, like sweeps, covers, how we can do a cover. Select an edge to be enclosed and click finish. So finish. So I mean, I'm not sure how this entirely works though. By the way, we can create our selection types here, or we can just select this point and move it upwards. You see, if I double click to this, I can select this point and move upwards and okay to this. Oops. And you see, when we are done with it, we can say okay. Or we can just draw something new on top of it. We can add like unions and subtracts and so on and so forth. In the meantime, what we can do here is maybe we can draw a, well, I'm not sure why it's not visible, but let's draw a cube here. Oh no, it's not gonna be doing that. I was trying to say maybe we can take out our thing here, but anyways, so this is how we sketch in Forma, and when I click on this, it's going to be done, and I'll be seeing my new geometry or sculpted geometry here as well. So maybe, well, since it opens every single thing that we saw there, maybe one simple fix or one quick fix for this is to turn off every other building except the ones that you want to work with in terms of functions, because I think it builds or it selects almost everything. You see a bunch of stuff here, and I'll be just pausing this for a second as well. Alright, so we are back now. It took a bit of time, but one thing to mention here, my box here as my stadium has gone, so maybe it's a good time to put that in. But you see, I have my function put inside of this, I have my sculpted mass inside this one. And if I switch back to proposal number 2, you'll see something completely different. One thing we can do here, maybe just select this one and Control C and put it onto our proposal one as Control V. And as also, that is basically how we can also create kind of a sketch, 3D sketch, which is, by the way, this one as well. This is the same thing. When we click on this, then that menu will show up, but it's gonna take time, so I'll just say cancel to this because I don't want to take your time. And this is proposal number one. The previous one is proposal number two. So these are the two proposals that we are going to work through, and that's pretty much it for this video. So I'll see you in the next one.